So this is for one of my subscribers, Scorpion. He's been messaging me saying he would like a workflow that would receive a voice note in Telegram and then take that voice note, turn it into a video prompt, and then send that to Google's VO3, make the video, and then have that video sent back. What I've done here, I've sent over his voice note in into Telegram. Oh, sorry if you can't hear that very clearly. It was just for a scorpion running across the desert, and then this is the video that I've received back. Let's get into the workflow real quick, just to explain how we've set this up. We've got a Telegram trigger. If you pop up onto any of the nodes that we're looking for, if you just click on the plus icon, search in here. So we've got Telegram, triggers on a message. What we need to do then, because it's an audio file, we need to get that, set up our Telegram bot. If you've never done that before, there is another video on the channel on how to set up Telegram bot and how to connect the credential. If you just, I'll link that in the video description or somewhere around where you can have a look on the channel. We've got a Telegram trigger, and then we need to get that file. So we put, again, searching up the top, search for Telegram, get a file. If we open up the node here, we can see we've got our Telegram trigger as the input, and all we need to do is just get that file ID. Look for file ID within the dynamic values, drag that across. We need the file ID, and then what should happen, we get a field like this here. We've got binary. This then has got that audio file. Once we've got that audio file, the AI agent can't actually hear it. So what we need to do is we need to transcribe that. So I've got an n8n Labs node here. If you search on here, I've got the n8n Labs nodes installed. You'd need just to enable that in your n8n. These are community nodes. If you're not familiar with it, if you just go into your account settings for n8n, you'll be able to enable community nodes. When you search for n8n Labs, you can then find there's a thing that says install. I've already done that, so I can't show you on here. If you can't use the n8n Labs nodes like this, then you can do a HTTP request. And if you have a look on n8n Labs, then all of their API docs are there. I find this the easier way to do it. Quite simple. All we need to do is, if you haven't already, go onto n8n Labs. You create an account, create an API key, and then click create new credential. Once you've got that credential set up in here, the resource we want is speech, and then speech to text, and then the file is data. When we execute this, that will pull it across, and then we can see then that we've got the transcription. Now we can hand that over to the agent. If we open this up here, depending on the output or the type of videos that you want, you might want to change the system prompt. All of those quite a generic system prompt. I've got ChatGPT to make for me quick. You can pause the video there, take a look through, and then on the user message, it says the task is to create the video prompt as guided by your system guidelines. That's that system prompt we just looked at, and then the user's idea. This user idea, this is the text that has come from the transcription. We just drag that dynamic value across and then drop that in there. So we've just put that there. And if you're setting this up from scratch, what we could do is where it says chat model, click on the plus icon, and then I've used a ChatGPT node there. Just select your credential if you haven't got one. But again, there's another video on the YouTube channel on how to set those credentials up. Then I've got a think node, gives the AI agent the ability just to think about its answer. Next one's a HTTP request. Now I'm doing this to Key AI, to Google's VO3. We're posting, this is the URL we're posting to. This information is on Key AI's website. You can check that out if you want to see where it's come from. You need to click create new credential if you haven't already. So if you go onto Key AI's website, create an API key, you need to top up with some credits, and then again, there's another video on the YouTube channel about how to do that, goes a bit more in depth. Just try and get through this video more about this template and this workflow, sorry. So the videos don't create instantaneously, so the next node that we've got is the wait node. Got this set to 30 seconds, and then what will happen, then we do a HTTP request. So we've got the URL we're going to get, and then post a request to this URL, generic credential type, header auth, key AI credential. So select the same one that you've just set up, and then the value, see here. So this is from our create video and our task ID. Then we've got the switch. So what's happening here is, depending on the status that we're given, and let's just have a look. So we've got the different routes. So depending on the status, it's either going to route it down success, means it's the video is ready, in progress if it's processing, or then a fallback. So if there is an error, it'll go down this and stop and won't just keep looping round. And the last node we've got here is the Telegram send a video node. We need to just set this up. So we've got the credential or the bot ID that you have set up originally. Resource will come under message, and then the operation will be send video. These dynamic values that you see in green, if you have scroll down to the bottom on the left here, see underneath the Telegram, underneath chat, you've got the chat ID. You just drag that dynamic value across, drop that in there, and then the video, so you've got results URL, and then we can see what the video URL. You can copy and paste that. If you drop that into any browser, you should see the video load. That's the one we want from there. You just drag that across. When you hit execute step, that should ping it over to Telegram. So I hope this video helps. Wasn't in my original schedule of either like templates or videos to make. I'm going to try and put out some that help the community, anyone that's supporting the channel, liking, subscribing. So yeah, please feel free if anyone, if you've got any questions, or if there's some templates or videos that you would like to see, please reach out to me. I'm quite happy to do this. Sorry, this one was a bit rushed. I've got a lot on at the moment. So yeah, hope it helps. Do let us know. I'll make the template available. I'll put a link with the video. You can go on there. So thanks for taking the time to watch. Hope you have a great rest of your day.